If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to stop anything, it's what you tell yourself, it's the input you put into your mind that will give you the results out. For instance, I hired a trainer. I set some goals this year. I want to get physically fit. I want to lose about 25 more pounds in my personal life. I have my job goals and then my side hustle goals. So I got a trainer. But the first thing I knew I had to do is change how I view food. And only certain food. I can eat healthy until I run across a chocolate chip cookie. I love chocolate chip cookies. I love sweets. Now, as I've gotten older, I've become a sweet eater. I was never a big chocolate eater or, Reese's cup eater, but now I love Reese's cups. I love chocolate chip cookies. If sugar cookies are sitting around the house or oatmeal raisin, they can sit there all day long. Chocolate chip cookie, then I have to eat them. So I knew I had to change this. And the quickest way to change your input is how do you view that chocolate chip cookie? Now, the way I do it is when I look at the chocolate chip cookie, I picture ants crawling all over it, or I'll picture people have sneezed all over it, and I no longer want that chocolate chip cookie. Now you have to run this. You can't just look and say, ooh, somebody sneezed on it. You have to keep telling yourself, oh, that cookie's so gross, people sneezed on it, or there's bugs that have been on it, or flies have landed on it. Whatever it takes to make it gross. And trust me, this works. I had a friend that loved regular Pepsi. Loved it, could do everything, could lose weight, he could do anything, he worked out everything, but he couldn't give up regular Pepsi. It took me 3 days to get him to never pick up another regular Pepsi. Because you reprogram in your mind how you view something. Your mind, like I say, it's just a computer. Whatever you tell your mind, whatever you put into it is what you get back. If you tell yourself, I'm never going to get my dream job, you're never going to get your dream job. If you tell yourself, I'm never going to lose those 20 pounds because I can't, I don't have the discipline, or I don't know how to exercise, then you're never going to lose it. But if you tell yourself, I am going to lose 20 pounds and I am going to stop eating blank. And like I said, we'll stick with chocolate chip cookies. Then you have to change how you view that cookie. And it's just, you put it into your mind when you look at the cookie. For the Pepsi guy, he had to, because he's a fitness guy, but he never linked Pepsi up with bad fitness. And I'm not saying anything wrong with Pepsi, but I said, just look at Pepsi like you look at sugar. You won't eat a cookie, you won't eat a candy bar, but you'll drink Pepsi because in your mind, Pepsi is caffeine and it picks you up. So you kind of look at caffeine, you kind of look at Pepsi like coffee. But look at it like a white sugar, and how bad that's going to be when you put it into your system, and how bad that's going to make you feel, and how slouchy. And if you replay that every time you go to eat something that you know that you don't want to eat, that you know is not healthy for you, or it's not on your diet, or that you should just stop eating it. If you do that for just a couple days, you're going to all of a sudden shift how you view something. It's how people, when they want to do mind control, if you hear the same tape playing all the time, if you hear somebody that keeps saying, you're the best, you're the best, you're the best, you think you're the best, because that's what you kept hearing around you. If you hear you're the worst, you're the worst, you're the worst, then you fall for that. When you look at like yesterday in a country, if you're told you're a patriot, you're a patriot, you're a patriot, then you think storming the Capitol is okay. But really, it's not okay, because it's the Capitol. You don't storm a Capitol in the United States. But it's how you frame your mind. Now, probably if they sat down with those exact same people 6 months from now and said, what do you view a patriot? They might have a completely different shift. It's what you're subject to the most is what you put into your mind. So if you're around a lot of negative people, then you have negativity going on in your mind. If you watch a lot of the news, and I don't care what you're watching, CNN, Fox, it doesn't matter to me, ABC, CBS, news isn't happy. They're not on there to tell you the good things. They're not on there to say, hey, Mrs. Smith just donated, $100 to the Salvation Army, and, Mrs. Chair just, took in 3 kids and helped feed them for a couple weeks. It's doom and gloom, and the end of society is coming down upon us. If you're susceptible to that stuff, and we all are, if we weren't, we wouldn't have commercials. If we weren't, we wouldn't have advertising. I mean, it's the same when you watch TV shows. If you watch a lot of TV shows of negativity, then after a while your worldview shifts. So you have to choose what you put into your mind, and you also have to choose what you want to take out of your mind, how you want to reshift how you look at something. And I know it sounds like chocolate chip cookies are basic, but when I learned how to reprogram how I looked at a chocolate chip cookie, it changed everything for me. Because then I was able to reframe how I looked at people and how I looked at myself, and how I could view, is something I look at, do I like it because I like it, or do I like it because everybody around me liked it? It helped me take back my power. It helped me start determining what are my thoughts and what are other people's thoughts. What thoughts were put into me as a child that I didn't even realize were there. And it started with a chocolate chip cookie and the power to change your mind. And that's why, I have that program, Become Your Most Powerful Self. It's on my website, Karen Barno, check it out. It's $47 for a big, huge workbook and videos. And it'll help you learn how to reprogram your mind, put good things into your mind, and determine who you are. Because sometimes we get so caught up in all the noise around us. I was raised in a negative, positive. I was raised in a confusing environment because my mother was positive when she was feeling good and negative when she was feeling bad. So it was always bouncing around. So I was raised always watching for the shoe to drop. What's the next thing that's going to happen? How am I going to find, what's going to harm me moving forward? And that's been a theme in my life. I used to have a lot of harm come my way because I was looking for it. It's like, okay, who's going to harm me? So the universe delivers what you ask for. So if you want to lose weight, change how you view the habits that you have. If you're that person that likes to sit down at 10 o'clock at night and snack on popcorn, that may not be the best thing to do. You might want to change that habit. And the best way to change the habit is reprogram how you view it. And I know for a lot of you young mothers out there that have kids and you finally get to sit down at 9, 10 o'clock at night and you just want to have a little popcorn or a cookie or, a drink, whatever, just to relax. If you're trying to shift your life, that's where to start. Start at your habits. Are your habits supporting you, or are your habits helping keep you down? Because that'll be your first clue. I mean, there's a lot of first clues. I'm always saying that's the first clue. But it's your habits. What do you do without thinking? What's that subconscious thing? I get into the habit for a long time. I would get home from work. It'd be, depending, between 4:30 and 5:30. We typically don't eat till 7:30. And I'd open up the refrigerator and pull something out, cheese slices, crackers. To my mind, I was eating healthy. It was cheese slices and crackers. But it really wasn't. I was putting in an additional 200-300 calories because I was unconsciously eating because I was just restless. I didn't come home and just sit and say, okay, let's put the daytime away and now it's evening time. I didn't make that transition. Now when I go home, I get changed, I put everything up, and I just made the transition. And I asked myself, are you hungry? Or are you just going to the refrigerator because you're still, high-powered from work and high-powered from the drive and you haven't had a chance to get into the more relaxed Karen? So look at your habits and then just reprogram your mind. And it's just how you look at something. And, when you want to lose weight, it's how you look at food. It's how you look at yourself. If you're trying to lose weight and you're looking in the mirror thinking, oh my God, I'm so heavy, or oh my God, I'm so out of shape, that won't work. You got to look in the mirror and say, man, I am looking good. I feel like my jeans might be a little baggier. When I first go on diets, I'll tell my husband, don't my clothes fit baggier? And he'll be like, yep, you look great. Because he knows I need that. That's good. You need that reinforcement. You have your support group. Have them reinforce you. So if you have any questions about, reprogramming your mind, reconsolidating your mind, let me know. Direct message me, email below. If you're on YouTube, leave comments. I just want to help people realize that making change isn't as hard as we think it is, but it's hard. Because change has to start up here before it can start out there. Making the decision to change is one of the hardest things. But the more harder thing is sticking to that decision, because you have to break habits. You have to break patterns. We'll talk maybe tomorrow about breaking habits and powder and patterns. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a great day, you guys. Talk to you later. Stay safe out there. Mask up. This will all be over soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.